So I've recently been obsessed with my EUFYMAKE E1 UV printer, and I have a couple videos explaining what I like about it, how to use it, and today I want to break down the laminating machine and how you can use the printer and that laminating machine to make your own UV DTF transfers. UV DTF transfers are really fun because you're going to basically print a sticker that you can peel and stick on almost anything. The most common way I've used them and what I've seen them, which is mostly because of the space that I'm in on the internet, is on tumblers and mugs and different cups. It's super fun to be able to put a tumbler wrap or just a decal on your cup, but you can really use these on anything. They are permanent stickers that will stick to just about anything. If you want to get in the game of making your own UV DTF transfers, this is one way to do it. I have this printer that can print directly on items, but I can also print directly on the film that will make the DTF transfer, which I like because some things that you want to print on might be too thick or a weird shape, or sometimes it's really small, so it's easier to use a transfer that you kind of peel and stick versus printing directly on the object. Or you can make these transfers and sell them as part of your business, but you have a lot of options with the printer and the laminating machine combo. My last couple of videos, I broke down sort of how to unbox and set up the EUFYMAKE E1 UV printer as a whole. And I also talked about how to use the rotary tool to print directly on tumblers. I want to show you exactly how you can use the laminating machine to make your own UV DTF transfers. So the first thing I want to do is show you how to get it set up and how honestly so easy it is to start making your own transfers.
So let's start by unboxing the laminating machine. Remember, you can add this on. Right now, the printer is available on Kickstarter, so you can get this as part of your bundle if you're interested in making the UV DTF wraps. So it's super easy. It just has a few different parts. So you're going to take it out of the box and plug in the power. The power cord goes right in the back of the machine, and it's going to come with step-by-step directions on how to set this up. So you will need to be close to power when you're using the laminating machine, and you can refer back to this booklet if you need it. It's also going to come with the transfer sheets. It's going to come with a scraper tool and a weeding tool, the backing sheet, that sticky backing sheet you're going to need, and a little paper cutter. So the first thing you're going to do is open the top of the machine, and there's a little cardboard piece that you're going to take off the lid. You need that to set up the film. So you will need to turn the machine on and get it heated and moving. So the on-off switch is in the back, and there's a button in the front that will allow you to turn it on. You can see there's a green light right now, and eventually you're going to get to 3 green lights in order to do this. So you're going to pull down the film just a little bit past the opening. You're going to close the top, and you're going to grab that cardboard plate and put it through the laminating machine. Again, the button on the front is going to turn it on and heat it to get it to go. And this is just honestly just folding or getting the film to go in the right direction. So you just have to do this one time, and then it is ready. So let's talk about actually printing. And you're going to need that backer sheet that came in the box, and that's going to go on the plate in your machine. So you're going to grab one of the transfer sheets, and the film side should be up. So if you're going to pull away that film, it's going to be on top, and you're just going to stick it to that, I don't know, base, if you will, and you're going to put that base onto your machine. I'm using the small one for now. You can use bigger pieces as well. It comes with that, and you're going to peel away the film, and then you're going to get started.
So in your software, you're going to create a new canvas. You're going to go to Uploads and get your items in there. So I have 2 that I want to print, and I'm going to put them both on the map. So I know I want these to be about 4 inches wide, which is about 101 millimeters. So I'm just going to align these up. If you're using multiple images, you'll want to size them first, because once you go to print, it's going to open a new screen, and you then can only resize them together. So it basically converts your two images on the last screen to a single image on the new screen. So you just want to make sure you either just do one image at a time, but like I want to print up the or fill up the transfer paper because I don't want to waste it. So I'm going to print both of these. So now that they're here, I have chosen ink mode as a sticker, but that uses way more ink. So I have the CY white and CYMK. You could do CYMK if you're putting it on a white cup because that will ignore the white ink, but I'm going to do white on the background so this just pops even more. And then I'm going to do standard quality, but you could do draft as well. I'm still playing around with the best settings to sort of get the best print and conserve ink at the same time. So I have been keeping mine on standard, and then you're just going to press start printing and let it do its thing.
The printer will take a few minutes to print. Like I said before, it took a lot longer when I chose sticker. So I've been doing just custom material on standard ink to make it go a little bit faster and to conserve ink, but it really depends on the size of your decal and, you know, the type of image that you're trying to print. So when it's done, you're going to be able to peel away that sheet from your base plate, and then you're going to run it through the laminating machine. Again, you need it to be on and running. It should have 3 green lights. You can see that by my right thumb. You're going to run it through the laminator, use the cutting tool on the back, and your decals are ready. So I ended up trimming away some of that extra film, and you can see that it's super easy to peel away. I'm going to show you how I added this to a tumbler. So I just wanted to make sure it was nice and stuck to that film. And I'm cutting it because I'm putting these on 2 different things. And I'm going to, just get my cup set up, and I'm going to peel and stick that transfer. I mean, this is how easy it is. You print it, you laminate it, and then you're going to burnish it into your surface. Again, this can go on anything. I'm just using tumblers for this video. So I used that scraper tool and my thumb just to make sure it was nice and attached. And again, this is permanent. So the hardest thing about this really is just lining it up and getting it on. So that first tumbler was like a Stanley dupe that I got a really long time ago. And this is an actual Stanley. Both worked very, very well. And then I also added it to a ceramic mug. I was having trouble getting this mug to work on the rotary. You guys can check out my other video on the rotary tool, but I needed a transfer for this order because I couldn't print directly on it. I will say it was super easy to peel and stick here, and I put this ceramic mug through my dishwasher 7 times until I was like, okay, yeah, that's permanent. So I do know that this is permanent on these mugs, but I really do love the ease and the quality of these transfers, especially on tumblers that don't fit on the rotary.
The main way I've used my printer and laminating machine is to create decals for tumblers. They do create a permanent sticker on your item, but I also used it when I had these really small pencils I needed to print on. It was just easier to print these transfers and peel and stick them to the pencils. If there's any materials you want me to test out or try and see if it works with the UV DTF transfers, please leave a comment below because I'm happy to try all the things so you don't have to. I am really loving the machine as a whole. If you want to learn more about how to unbox and set up or why maybe you should get this machine, I'm going to put that video up on your screen.